Hello, my friends. Eric, Creative Launch with Profit. I am here in this look. You recognize this look. This usually means I'm getting ready to teach something. When I'm getting ready to broadcast a show, I'm usually back here in the studio area. And so what we're going to be talking about today in the private group is the process of putting your product together. So you're going to want to make sure and get in there. If you're not a member of that private group yet, it's only $9.99. You just go to that graphic that's pinned to the top of this page. Click on there and then go through the process and you'll be in our private group, where today at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to be going through the product creation process. I have a worksheet that you go through. It makes it so simple. The worksheet will be uploaded. Actually, I'm going to do that probably in about 10 minutes. And so it'll be up there ahead of time so you can take a look at it when you get in there. So what I want to share with you guys that aren't in it yet is that the steps to creating a product is key to the success of the product. Now, that's easier to do than it is for me to say, apparently. But the creation is more than just having an idea, filming a bunch of videos, and then putting them into a membership site, and then telling people to come and buy it. Right? You want there to be a process of putting them together so that when people go in there, it makes sense. Now, I've done it the other way, where I put a bunch of content in a membership site, which it was, as a matter of fact, much too many videos, too many videos. It must be the medication. Yesterday, after the Dean Renfro interview that I did on my Facebook Live TV show, I immediately went down with the flu. So I'm fighting off the flu yesterday. I hit hard. Like right after I got the show, it wasn't like 15, 20 minutes. I was already bedridden and in pain with a headache. So I've been on flu medication. Now I'm on the Dayquil. Overnight I was on the NyQuil. But so if I sound a little funny, act a little funny, it's I'm quite medicated with flu medication. So anyway, so the process of putting together a product is really important because you don't want to do random acts of content. Because that doesn't make sense, and you often put out too much information. And on the surface, many of us think that, well, if we're going to make it valuable, we have to give them a lot of stuff. And nothing could be further from the truth. You want to give them good, concise content that makes sense from the beginning to end. It takes them from a feeling of pain to a feeling of relief at the end. All right. So, and how you get them there should be very clear and very easy, and not as much content as you think. So in the private group later on today at about 6 o'clock, we're going to be going through that process of showing you how to create a product that makes sense, that has very little content, but enough content to be valuable to your client. Excuse me for 1 minute. Yes, son. What? I can go to Jake's house. You can't go to Jake's house? Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Let me just stand by for 1 minute. He wants to know why he can't go to Jake's house, and so I need to get to him. But I'm going to go on and go further with what I need. So whether you're in our private group or not, what you need to do is sit down and really figure out what it is that you're going to do. Now, the process I'm going to put you through in the private group is going to be very clear. It's going to take all of the ideas and all of the information you have from a brainstorming concept and put it into a system that makes sense. And it's going to be very, very clear. And the worksheets that I have, it's about a 5-page worksheet that I'm going to give you guys in the private group, and it'll be very simple. Just fill it out, and then in the end, you're going to have a product that's going to make sense. All right, so that's today at 6 o'clock. If, again, you're not in the group, you want to make sure and just simply go to the top of this page and click on that graphic, and then go through the process, and you'll get in. It's this $9.99 a month. And I promise you that, obviously you can get out anytime you want. I'll even give you your money back if you don't think it's worth it. But if you go through that process with us now, you're going to have a product. And then if you stay with us, we're going to continue to give you content that's going to continue to help you grow in your product and go on to the next project, the next project after that, and stay tuned in tune with what's happening in the product creation world. Hey, Bo, can you say hi, everybody? Say hi. You don't want to say hi? All right. So those of you that are in the group, make sure, and in about 15 minutes, I should have the document in the notes area of the Facebook page. You just click on where it says notes or files. I can't remember. In groups, it's different than it is in pages. Do you want to get done? You go say hi to the people, your family. And so the notes will be in there, and the in the note area, it'll have the process that we're going to go through. So you can take a look. Right now it's blank, but it has some examples filled in there, so you're going to be able to check that out. All right. So go ahead and get in there, and I will take care of what Bose needs here. But at 6 o'clock in the private group, make sure you're in there. That way you can be ready to learn about how we're going to put your product together. Now, there's going to be 2 processes I'm going to give you. This first one I'm going to give you was brought to me by my friend Pam Hendrickson, who did a fantastic job just recently teaching this process. And with her permission, she's allowing me to use it to teach you. And then there is a second way, which Frank Kern has taught. And who else? I think I also learned it from somebody else. I want to say Andy Jenkins. But anyway, I'll try to figure out who that is. But there's another way, another process that I'm going to put you through that's simpler. But I would suggest you don't use the simple plan until you've already put a couple projects together, because you'll know what it is you're going through, and it'll be easier to do the quick and simple and fast and dirty one without making too many mistakes. So we're going to give you the more, not complicated, but the more intense one, so that you have a full feeling of what it is that you're going to be looking for and putting a product together. And then later on, it'll be easier for you to refine it down to do it in the simple version of creating a product. All right. All right. So I'll see you, those of you that are in the private group, at 6 o'clock. And I'll take some more medication so you can have more fun with me in my medicated state. But I promise you, I'll give you all the information you need to get in that lesson that we're going to do today. All right. I will see you guys a little later on. Take care. Bye.